Also, thanks for making the Locked On Ole Miss podcast your first listen every day. We are free and available wherever you get your podcast, including YouTube. So do us a favor, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the bell for notification, and participate in the conversation down below in the comment section and upvoting the video. We'd appreciate it very much. So we have talked about things and little tweaks that Ole Miss can do that can potentially lead them to a TCU 2023 type season. And it isn't hard to get there. Now, Ole Miss has Alabama and Georgia. That's difficult games, but it's not hard to get to there. Good players. Improve the offense. Just go back to what they were doing in 2021. That's all you have to do offensively. Defensively, evolve. Do what TCU was doing with the 3-3 stack against Michigan. If you do that, you'll be all right as well. So anyway, we're talking about 2023, but Ole Miss received an important 2024 commit. Damon Williams out of Arizona, quarterback, has committed to the Ole Miss Rebels, and everybody's got questions about Walker White and everything. We're going to get to that. But Damon Williams, really good quarterback. Now, when you look at his video and just see him play, you see Kyler Murray and Bryce Young. That is the build. That is all of that going on and the way he plays the game. Now, will that translate to the SEC level? Well, that's the reason he wants to go to Ole Miss to begin with. But this is a quarterback that has played Dylan Rolla, who is a 5-star quarterback, twice and beat him twice. This is a kid that played Malachi Nelson, USC 2023 commit, beat him as well. This is a kid that plays, I think, at Basha High School that won their first state championship this year. They're not a traditional power. This will be the first one. So I tell you that to tell you this. This is a kid that elevates those around him to levels that they haven't gotten to. And that is important for the quarterback position. Now, we can discuss later on in this segment whether or not that he stays. And early commitments, people are going to get upset because Marcel Reed, I'm not going to say burned him, but the situation changed. But Damon Williams is a really, really athletic quarterback who is an excellent thrower of the football. He has a chance to be really, really good, folks. Now, here's the question and here's the problem that Ole Miss has. This episode is essentially, can Ole Miss be 2023 TCU? That is this episode. Well, if that happens, that means Jackson Dart went off. Absolutely went off. And if that happens, his potential to go into the NFL draft is up there. I know we're thinking about what's going on and they're just trying to see what's happening and trying to read the tea leaves a little bit. And they assume that Jackson Dart is going to be here through 2024, just seeing what's going on. But if Jackson Dart improves from year 1 to year 2, the way that Matt Corral did, there's not going to be a year 3 for him. If there is, that year 3 could be special. It just absolutely could, because the kid's got all the tools in the world. But we'll see how it goes next season. Ole Miss starts off against Mercer. That's a great get your feet wet game against the Mercer Bulldogs. But then they have Georgia Tech, Tulane, Alabama, LSU, Arkansas, Auburn. There's a 6-game stretch in the middle of the season that'll be difficult. So if Jackson Dart navigates all of that and has a huge year, there's a chance he could go pro. I mean, we don't need to pretend otherwise. I know if people take the data point of 2022 and move that forward, if he does 2022 and does not get better at all, he'll be here until he graduates. But if he takes a jump and takes that's the way football works. So it's important for Damon Williams, and everybody should be excited about him. He's a really good player. But again, he's not here, or he would be a true freshman starting in 2024. That's the situation that I'm curious about. Now, Walker White. I honestly believe that Ole Miss is going to try and recruit both of them. I don't think they're going to get both of them, but they're going to try to get both of them. And that is because they missed last year and they missed this year on a quarterback. Just didn't sign one, period. And knowing that tells me that I don't think they're going to cut bait with somebody that's been to campus like 6 times. They're going to try and get him where he needs to be, and hopefully he'll commit as well. Because we'll say that, Ole Miss isn't going to sign both of them, but Alabama does. Does everybody remember when Tennessee got Peyton Manning? Brandon Stewart was in that class. Top quarterbacks, it doesn't matter. Walker White is going to look here and say, oh, DeMont Williams, okay, a decent quarterback, but that's not going to affect anything. So we will see exactly how it goes. But a really good quarterback pickup for the 2024 class to join Jordan Lockhart is 2 4-stars. There's blue chip after blue chip being added in high school recruiting. Even this class where they only signed 12 players, like 8 of them are 4-stars. Good classes. Now, we need to see exactly what we can do. And much like this show, recruiting and everything else is going to evolve based on needs. We're just not going to assume that it's not. But we'll see exactly what happens. If they do these things going up to the 2023 season, evolve the defense, go back to the 2021 offense, with the players that they have in place, they have a chance to have a special year. Everybody's going to talk about roster problem. That roster problem is self-inflicted. People aren't getting played. And I think it is because of the way they practice, to where Lane Kiffin's up on the first field with the starters, a smaller group, and the younger players are down at the second field. I think we need to find 15 more players to play early in the 2023 season. It'll help them stay fresh. It'll help them against Mercer to get them game reps. It'll help with depth. You won't have a situation like Auburn 2021, period. Should be a really good day. Anyway, thanks for making the Locked On Ole Miss podcast your first listen today. For your second listen today, check out Locked On Sports Today. From the games that matter the most to the biggest stories in sports, go beyond the scoreboard and behind the scenes with the local experts and insights only Locked On can provide. It's Locked On Sports Today, available on this app, YouTube, and wherever you get your podcast. Hey, I hope everybody had a good time. This is a fun episode. I've been excited about this one for 2 days. So it was really fun to do. I hope everybody enjoyed it, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you.